am here to speak about weight loss. Keep in mind, guys, I am new to this whole fitness YouTube realm, so bear with me. I'm not the most tech savvy person, and the camera's kind of awkward to me, so bear with me. So I'm going to speak about my story, anything that pertains to weight loss, anything that I did during my time in this quarantine, how I did it, etc. So I'm gonna give you a brief story, what I did and how I did it. All right, guys. Story in the fitness realm. I started at 16. That was when my body was changing and it was getting a little bit different. I was gaining a weight a little bit more easily. Fat was coming onto me a little bit more easily. I just was eating a little bit more also. As I grew older, basically weight was very easy for me to gain. It was very easy for me to gain. And
years of just like consistently going to the gym, that was basically what I've been doing. So during this quarantine time, I took the time to actually go back into it and decide what I want to do. I decided to lose weight. Losing weight during quarantine, it may sound very like hard and super complicated. It's not. What I did was basically tweaked up my diet. For me personally, I have to be on a high protein diet, low carbohydrate diet. I can make a separate video on that. And I did a lot of cardio exercises and gym, like just things that made my body a bit more active. That's how I lost the amount of weight that I needed. Also, I wasn't forcing myself too much. I wasn't forcing myself to the point where I didn't want to work out. I worked out because I wanted to, not because I have to. So make sure that before you go in to your workouts, that you have a mindset where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna work out. Like, yeah, this is gonna de-stress me. I'm gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that mindset is in you and you know what you want and you're doing it. How did I choose the right exercises and how did I go about it and what was my planning? What is my advice? Rule number one, the most important rule is to make sure that you're pinpointing the problem on why you are not losing weight. So for example, self-reflection. If I'm just sitting down, not doing workouts, eating potato chips all day and going higher than my caloric deficit, I'm not going to lose weight. When you're self-reflecting, you're righting your wrongs. You are seeing what works for you and what doesn't. Just remember that whatever you decide in your fitness journey, remember, always self-reflect. What am I doing wrong? Why am I not losing weight? Before I started my fitness journey or anything, I self-reflected and I pinpointed each and everything that I did wrong because I wasn't losing weight. I wasn't getting enough activity. I wasn't eating the right amounts. I would always complain, oh, I'll just go to the gym another day. Remember, pinpoint it. Make sure you can decipher and decide how you can go about it in the right way. Those rules of self-reflection is, what are you eating? How are you going about your diet? Is it something that you're eating overly too much? When you're losing weight, you eat in a deficit. A caloric deficit is a shortage of amount of calories that you need to maintain your body weight in order to lose weight. Okay? You need to portion size your food. Make sure that it's the right amount of food for you. Make sure that you're getting your calories, you're getting how much you need in each portion, making sure that you're eating in the right amounts. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes counting calories can be stressful, but it also is a blessing because it makes you lose weight. It makes you properly execute yourself and lose the body weight, the body fat that you need.
Eating, for example, let's say I'm eating about 600 calories above my maintenance level. I'm supposed to be eating 1,500 calories. I'm obviously going to gain more than I am losing weight. That's why it's very important to track your calories or portion size how much you are eating if you are going to lose weight. There are many ways of how to track your weight, on how to track your food. Nutrients is basically protein, fats, and carbohydrates into portion sizes. You're basically weighing out the food, making sure you get the right amount of portions that you need for your body to maintain bodily functions. It's a little bit more precise than being in a caloric deficit because you're not really pinpointing how many proteins, how many carbs, and how many fats you need in a meal. You're just basically tracking the calories. If you want a separate video on macronutrients and me explaining it, I would gladly do that for you. Portion control is very flexible for those of people that do not really want to track calories. They don't really want to go by macronutrients. Portion control is also another way of losing weight for some people, although it's not as specific as counting calories or macronutrients. It is something that you can do in order to, have some type of flexible dieting for yourself. Getting smaller amount of portions, just like pinpointing and estimating what you need for yourself. Just an estimate. It's not really precise. It's not really exact, but you're eating as healthy as possible in your meals. You're just getting enough nutrients for yourself throughout the day, etc. You got to make sure to pick which one is right for you. At this moment, I am using macronutrients. This is what works for me. Portion size control is very important to me at this moment, and I feel like it helps me balance my meals. It helps me get the right amount of nutrition that I need. Lifestyle is important in losing weight also. It is something that no one takes accountability for. A lot of people say, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I'm too lazy, this, that, and third, blah, blah. If you want to get to where you want to be, you have to be as consistent as possible, put in the work, and that's that. You get what I'm saying? Life is not always about an easy way out. You can work smarter and not harder, yes. But some things depends on how hard you work too. There are things that you want to do. You want to get a bigger booty? Okay, go do that. You want to lose weight? Okay, go do that. It all depends on how hard you work, on how your mindset is, basically. Remember
that just sitting down, looking at your phone, and just doing no type of workout for yourself and not eating what you need for yourself, you're not going to get to your end goal. And that's the truth. Workouts that you can do: ab crunches for abs, for love handles, oblique crunches, donkey kicks, fire hydrants, leg raises. If you want to build muscle on your biceps, bicep curls, hammer curls, concentration curls, crossover curls. If you want to build muscle on your shoulders, shoulder presses, Arnold presses. If you want to build some muscle on your legs, squats too, narrow squats, leg extensions, etc. Like all of those things that can actually help you into gaining the right amount of muscle while you are in weight loss. And for cardio, I'm not fond of cardio as much. I'm not the most, oh my god, let's go run outside for 30 to an hour. Me personally, I am not a fan of it. I don't want to run consistently for 2-3 hours in a day. I can't do it. I get bored. Although, let me correct myself. I could do it, but it gets boring to me, in my opinion. For those who do it, that's completely fine. No judgments made. If I have to do it, I have to do it. An alternative is high intensity interval training. High intensity interval training is high explosive workouts, where you have a set of workouts where you have a certain time on and a certain time off, but it's repeated. It's like a fast pace type of thing. So cardio is important in weight loss, but yes, I did say that exercising is something that is specifically just for weight loss. It's just better to combine the two to get the goals that you need. Overall, you cannot spot reduce fat. You cannot spot reduce fat. Keep that in mind, that if you are working out your body and you are losing weight, you're gonna lose weight overall. You can tweak up your diet to see how much proteins and fats you need, but you cannot spot reduce a specific area. You would have to do it overall. The way you eat and the way you put things into your body, that's how your body is going to look the way you want it, / the exercise that is included in your routine. So if you want a firmer butt and you want to get skinny, for example, I'm not saying do this, for example, you increase your protein intake and you exercise your body overall. So it's all about the tweaking of a diet, and it's all about exercising at the same time if you want a specific body. That's much it. This is the end of the video. I just wanted to give you advice and something to look forward to. I want to be realistic with you guys and give you a realistic point of view instead of just saying, oh, try this detox tea to lose 5 pounds within a week, or doing that. If that works for somebody else and that works for them, it may not work for you. Me personally, I don't like doing that. That's not my way of going about weight loss and things like that. I want to do things in a different way. Just remember, you're beautiful in your own way, and whatever you choose is what you choose. So be consistent with it. Life is all about consistency and taking the time to know your body and know what you want. And yeah, just make sure you know what you want before you get into this. Not as stressful as you think. Once you get the hang of it, you're just like in love with it. And once you see the results that you need, you'll be amazed. You'll just keep wanting more. You see success, you're just like, I need more. So just remember. Yeah, it's the end of the video. This is my first video. So if you guys like, subscribe, comment. Okay, peace.